Zambia has one of the highest rates of traffic fatalities in the sub-region. While most of these accidents are attributed to overspeeding, the condition of some of the road is among the contributing factors. This week on News in Depth, Macpherson Mkuka looks at the safety of highways in Zambia and the measures stakeholders are putting in place to help reduce road traffic accidents. I'm your host, Masauso Mukwayaya. Stay tuned. Road traffic injuries are now the leading killer of people aged 5 to 29 years old globally. The burden is disproportionately borne by pedestrians, cyclists, and motorists, in particular those living in developing countries. Records at the World Health Organization (WHO) shows that the number of people that are killed every year as a result of road accidents is way above 1 million. The 2018 Global Status Report on Road Safety, launched by WHO in December 2018, highlights that the number of annual road traffic deaths has reached 1.35 million. In Zambia, road traffic accidents have become very pronounced in the last 7 years. According to the Zambia Police Annual Road Traffic Accident Statistics, a total number of 30,648 accidents were recorded in 2019 as compared to 2018 where 30,652 accidents were recorded. This shows a reduction of only 4 road traffic accidents in the past 2 years. Within the year under review, police recorded 1,462 fatal road traffic accidents in which 1,746 persons died. 2,940 were serious road traffic accidents, which resulted in 5,012 injuries. The Road Transport and Safety Agency, RTSA, has identified 6 major causes of accidents in Zambia.
There are a consortium of causes ranging from human error-related factors, which account for about 87%. And then we also talk about the road condition, which also contribute to the causes of road traffic accidents. But last but not the least, we also have the mechanical aspect of the vehicle. When we talk about human error-related factors, we talk about factors that are ranging from driving under the influence of alcohol, driving at excessive speed, failure to adhere to traffic rules, issues to do with misjudgment on the part of drivers in terms of them overtaking. But among the leading in terms of issues to do with human-related factors are the issues to do with excessive speed.
The total road network in Zambia is estimated to be 67,671 kilometers. Of that, 40,554 kilometers makes up the core road network. About 57,000 kilometers of the network is trunk, main and district roads. According to the Road Development Agency, RDA, the aforementioned road classifications are considered to be in a good condition as per International Roughness Index.
The network is, the condition is quite different on different parts of the network. We have what you call trunk, we have what you call main and district roads. The last time we conducted the condition survey on our network, we found that about 85% actually of trunk roads are in good condition. And in terms of visibility, this can be judged in terms of the road signage that we have. Generally, we've got good visibility on some of our major trunk roads. Some of them, of course, do lack certain features that we are trying as much as possible to ensure that we do that. We install that through our normal routine maintenance contracts and things like that.
Trunk roads, commonly known by road users as highways, are the carriers of fast-moving and heavy-duty vehicles in the country. It is on these very roads that most of the road traffic accidents, including fatalities, are recorded.
Long-distance public service drivers have attributed the continued road carnages on highways to their poor state. This is despite the RDA deeming the roads internationally accepted. Jethro Kandela of FM Bus Services and Francis Mutale of Majandu Bus Services have noted that some portions of the highways, especially on the Great North Road, are not in good condition.
Lusaka Mazabuka Road, it's being worked on, which is a very good thing, and it's coming up well. But you find that from Mazabuka going further, it's very hard, especially places like Chisekesi, just right after Monze. That area has got too many cows, but you find that there's only one road sign just as you're entering Chisekesi, and when you're leaving Chisekesi, there's no road sign, nothing at all. And at times you find that most of the accidents there, they are caused by maybe they're trying to avoid to hit into a cow and stuff.
From in fact from 10 miles up to Kawe, the road is congested. Then from Kapiri to Ndola, the road is bad. There's too much waves and accidents. It makes accidents. Kapiri Ndola road, the road is bad.
The design of the roads can have a considerable impact on users' safety. Ideally, roads should be designed in a way that enhance the safety of all road users. This would mean ensuring there are adequate facilities for pedestrians, cyclists, and motorists. However, this is not the case for the Zambian roads, whose design is characterized by open drainages, which the Zambia Road Safety Trust feel is a danger to road users.
Most of our roads are actually maybe 2 or 3 star rating because they don't really meet the world standards in terms of rating. If you look at developed countries as we speak now, they have actually moved from 5 star to 6 star rating, meaning that everything has been considered, like the safe systems approach, where we have forgiving roads, such that in an event that a driver or a motorist makes an error, the chances of them to die is actually zero. But if you look at most of our roads, there's a drain, there are open drainages on the highways. A simple mistake, those are the crashes that we witness.
Facilities such as footpaths, cycling lanes, safe crossing points, and other traffic features can be critical to reducing the risk of accidents among road users. The Road Safety Ambassadors Association, an organization championing road safety and wellness of road users, is of the view that Zambian highways are not safe to drive on. Association leader Robbie Fundi says the roads lack features befitting highways.
Of the highways we have, most of the accidents in fact they are caused during overtake. So most of our highways, they don't have overtaking lanes. So you find that anyone who just want to force himself to overtake, even when it's on a cave. But if we had as many as overtaking lanes, that was going to be reducing on the accidents. And apart from the overtaking lanes, even the climbing lanes, you find that the truck, like if you're going to Chipata, the trucks and the other vehicles, you're using one lane again. So we need to create the road furniture in such a manner that they have all these provisions for us to have overtaking lanes and climbing lanes. This is going to reduce the accidents.
And the Zambia Roads and Highway Safety Group, a social media-based road safety awareness association, says lack of reflective materials and proper road signage is a huge challenge towards achieving comprehensive road safety. Group Administrator Mtoniswa Banda says such makes the road to lack visibility and pose a danger to drive on, especially at night.
It's like you are driving in a tunnel of darkness. You know, because the road is dark. That's how you get to know that this is a road. It's dark, it has no reflector, it has nothing. So you choose, you know, which darkness you need to point your vehicle at, because it's not there. A good example of a good road now is the Greatest Road. You know, the stretch that has been repaired and new road, and there's always the Chingola Road. You know, it talks to you when you're driving at night. It tells you reduce your speed, you're approaching a cave, you're passing a school. That's the signage we need throughout the country.
However, a few road stretches in the country stand out as an example of how a trunk road should be. The Zimba Livingstone stretch on the Great North Road south of Zambia is among the stretches that motorists say is safe to drive on either during the day or at night. This is because of the visibility of the road. The Zambia Road Safety Trust points to the Kafue-Mazabuka stretch, among others, as an example of a good road suitable to drive on at night, while the road safety ambassadors feel otherwise.
You know, if you drive at night, especially when it was newly constructed, you know, if you are driving at night, it was well marked with the, on the tarmac, you could see like the audio lining, the audio reflective lining. At night, they are able to reflect, and as a driver, you are able to see.
All the roads as at now, they are very dangerous. When you look at the same road which we have just mentioned, the greatest road which has been worked on, you find that in certain portions, there are water who remain stagnant on the road. And at night, it's quite dangerous. Even during the day, it's quite dangerous.
To appreciate the concerns raised, the News in Depth production team took a trip to the southern province. During the trip, it was discovered that some portions of the road have no signage and other road furniture needed to guide road users. However, the Zimba Livingstone Road is visible enough for night driving. The road has reflective studs that illuminate when hit by lights from vehicles. The reflective studs help motorists to clearly see the road markings, including the entire width of the road. But RTSA was quick to mention that driver behavior is key in avoiding accidents regardless of the condition of the road.
When you have a good road like this, drivers are often tempted to drive at excessive speed. You saw one of the bus drivers that we impounded. Buses are supposed to move at 100 kilometers per hour, and he was moving at about 140 kilometers per hour. So in as much as we have these good roads, if the drivers are not adhering to the permissible speed limits, for instance, public service vehicles of moving at 100 kilometers per hour, then the essence of having good roads is being distorted by the cadre of drivers that are misusing these good roads.
In 2018, government had noted with concern the number of road traffic accidents that happened in the night and in the early hours of the day. To ensure safety of passengers and other road users, government effected a night drive ban, restricting all passenger and heavy-duty vehicles from moving beyond 21 hours. However, following concerns from various stakeholders, the ban was revised and heavy-duty vehicles were allowed to move during the night.
Night driving, especially for goods vehicles and passenger vehicles, it has to be enforced because we don't want to risk the passengers. So I support that. Of course, it could have a negative effect when it comes to economy, but still I think we have to look at the life of humans before we look at the economy.
The Zambia Road Safety Trust also shares a similar thought. But the Zambia Roads and Highway Safety Group feels the night ban has caused more confusion on the road and has not reduced accidents. The group explains that the ban has resulted in the trunk roads becoming busy in the morning and causing people to panic as everyone traveling out of town wants to be first on the road in order to beat the night traveling curfew.
Accidents have continued rising. And the fact that they are rising tells you that that policy implementation was ill-informed. Ill-informed because they were trying to reduce accidents, but in effect, what is happening now is that come 05, every truck, every bus, every motorist wants to be on the road. So what does that do? It creates a bottleneck. So from Lusaka to Kabwe, you see a lot of traffic that will just be on the road from 05 because of the same night ban.
It also emerged that long-distance public service drivers suffered fatigue, which caused them to have a poor judgment on the road and therefore leading to accidents. Mr. Robbie Fundi says there is need to build laybys that have facilities which can allow drivers to stop and rest.
They could have laybys, but the type of laybys which they have, they are not so accommodative to truck drivers or any other road user. Because what will happen is that when the driver or a motorist want to rest, you find that those facilities are like laybys. They don't have toilets, they don't have water. So all those things are supposed to be along the highways, but they are not there. So now drivers will force themselves to drive now to a further distance even when they are stressed up. So those have to be done.
Maintaining road safety is a governmental task that faces challenges during implementation of strategies. The Road Development Agency puts up road signs and rolls out road safety campaigns and projects at a huge expense. RDA Director Planning and Design, Dixon Rove, is concerned about the vandalism of road furniture by unscrupulous people.
When we do the construction of the roads, we do feed them with the appropriate signage, and so that there could be good visibility at night when drivers are driving or motorists are using our roads. However, there's obviously a scourge of vandalism. Most of our roads are vandalized in terms of road signs. Some of them have been hit into, but mostly the biggest challenge we're facing is that most of our road signs have been vandalized.
Currently, there is an ad hoc road safety engineering committee hosted by RTSA. The ad hoc committee is mandated to review and publish reports on safety measures that may be considered by the Road Development Agency, RDA. The RDA, working with RTSA, has a deliberate program aimed at installing road signage and furniture on all trunk roads.
We had recently been involved jointly with RTSA in installing road signs on different portions of the network in Lusaka. We're doing the same on the Copper Belt, on the Lusaka-Tondola Road, where we are putting up appropriate signage for motorists just to improve on signage and safety as well.
The Zambian road management regime is highly centralized and requires further reforms. The Public Roads Act No. 12 of 2002 gives the RDA overall responsibility for all the public roads in Zambia, while at the same time recognizing local authorities as authorities for rural and urban roads. This has resulted in highways not being separated from domestic traffic, posing a recipe for accidents. Mr. Banda feels there is need to separate highway traffic from domestic traffic to avoid accidents.
When you mix domestic traffic and highway traffic, you create problems, because a guy leaving Livingstone going to Solwezi has no time to play in Kawe. He's already in a fast mood. He's driving at 120 on average or 100 on average, and so he has to be forced to follow a guy who's doing 40 and 20 and playing on the road. So you find that creates tension among the traveling public.
Lack of awareness by the public on road safety is a major challenge too. Therefore, there is need to teach pedestrians on road safety rules in order to enhance their safety.
The villagers in this area, mostly they are not sensitized enough on road safety as well. So I would think like if there would be a possibility where people engage, or an organization, they start going into the rural areas to sensitize the villagers on the dangers on the road.
Recently, RTSA installed speed signs and cameras on most main roads. This is in order to improve adherence to road safety guidelines and avoid road carnages. The move has indirectly burdened the institution with the responsibility of collecting road traffic-related fines and other payments. This is largely seen to be at the expense of safety of road users. However, RTSA Head Public Relations Fred Mubanga has defended the additional role to the institution.
We have got the transport service delivery mandate, which we have to fully implement. This, I talk about the payment of road tax, the issuance of driving licenses, among others. So I would ask a question, how then were we going to implement this mandate if we just concentrate on road safety? Because it's a mandate that has been given to us by government according to the Road Traffic Act No. 11 of 2002. If the law provides for a certain thing, we have to do it. Failure to do it is an offense of failing to execute our mandate.
The fragmented systems of managing road safety is said to have caused inefficient road safety regulation. The Zambia Roads and Highway Safety Group feels the different rules that have been formulated do not relate with each other, and this causes collision between the regulation processes.
If you go on the Chirundu Road, you find trucks that were burnt 2 years ago, they are still there. 2 weeks ago, they are still there. And that creates a lot of problems, because the signage on those trucks won't be the reflectors. They'll be just leaves. And some people don't know what those leaves mean. So you come, you are doing your 120, 100, and then there's a truck blocking your lane. And then there's another one coming. And because you haven't been given enough warning, you tend to panic and create some kind of mishap on the road.
The long distance drivers too want RTSA to intensify road patrols, especially at night. The drivers feel it is during the night that private drivers take advantage of the ban to make money, mostly by using vehicles that are not roadworthy. However, RTSA says it will not relent in enforcing road safety rules and regulations on those that would be found wanting. The agency has also disclosed that it will intensify its road patrols and sensitization programs across the country.
You might understand that 50% of these road traffic accidents that happen in our country are happening along rural areas. And we have put up a strategy. We are rethinking the way we are going to tackle this issue. And one of the areas we have started is that we are engaging traditional leaders to lobby them so that they become champions of road safety. When traditional leaders talk about road safety in their respective chiefdoms and respective areas, then we are talking about having a safer rural area.
On the other hand, the Road Development Agency is working on trunk roads such as the Kafue Mazabuka and the Mpika Chinsari Nakonde roads. This is to provide motorists with smooth access to other parts of the country without any challenge.
We have prioritized the rehabilitation of that corridor because of the economic importance that it plays to this country. So we are working on that, and the fact that we are working on it means that the final product that you will get is similar to what you have on Zimba Livingstone in terms of visibility at night. It's the same case with Great East Road. So and on some of the other portions of the network where we're doing some work is you have the Kafue to Mazabuka section, which is also feeding into the Zimba Livingstone Road as well.
Road safety today is one of the greatest public health issues throughout the globe. Millions of lives are lost annually because of fatalities arising from road accidents. Road safety cannot be undermined if Zambia wants to achieve goals of sustainable development, prosperity and growth. The issue of road safety stretches to all types of road users, pedestrians, motorists and motorcyclists, as well as unauthorized roadside vendors and encroachers. This is why highway road safety rules need to be clearly laid down by respective authorities in order to ensure the safety of every road user. Traffic signals, signboards, security cameras, dividers, footpaths are some of the tools needed to ensure safety. Creation of permanent detours is also a must to provide for permanent alternative routes to the countryside in the event of a swept-away bridge or any other crossing point on the main trunk roads.
This is where we come to the end of this week's edition of News in Depth, where Macpherson Kuka has been looking at the safety of highways in Zambia and the measures that stakeholders are putting in place to reduce road accidents. I have been your host, Masauso Mkwayaya. Thank you so much for watching. Pleasant viewing.